This is actually my second time recording this because I didn't have Cody's question and I complained enough to him and in my video that he said that we could switch. So, surprise! On Tuesday. He's gonna be Wednesday from now on. Well, as long as it works, I guess. Last week Megan asked what our nicknames were, and I was christened Catherine, so basically everything I get called every day is a nickname, the biggest being Kathy. It's not actually my name, it's a nickname. But I made a list. The next most common one, I guess, is Kit, Kitface, Kitty, Kiffy, Kiff. My nana used to call me Kate, but that doesn't really mean anything because she used to call my sister Laura Maggie. Don't know why, but Kate and Maggie. Cat, Kath, Monkey, Tiger. David used to call me Ducky, but he doesn't anymore, which I'm kind of thankful for. My friend Andy used to call me Girlface. Yeah, I don't know how that started. I asked him why he called me Girlface once, and he said because I'm a girl and I have a face. Sarah asked what movie scared you when you were little that wasn't supposed to scare you. I didn't scare easy. I still don't really, but the only thing I can really remember being scared of when I was quite little was this documentary about the end of the world and how, you know, the polar ice caps were melting and everyone was going to drown, and that really terrified me. I mean, for days, nights, I couldn't sleep. So, and you know, I'd go downstairs crying, I'd go, oh, the world's going to end, I'm going to drown in my bed, I can't sleep, I'm going to drown, which is probably part of my fear of water, actually, now that I think about it. Weird. Other than that, I agree with Sarah's Labyrinth. That kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I can't really remember when I watched it when I was really little, but it completely left my head for the longest time until only a few years ago when I picked it up and recognized it, watched it, and it all kind of came back to me. So I remember some parts of that, not so much the fire gang. I think it was just more the idea of her little brother was taken and I didn't want my little sister to be taken, and everything else was kind of creepy about it. But it's one of my favourite movies now, don't get me wrong. But yeah, for a while that kind of freaked me out. But the only other two movies that I could think of were actually kind of scary, and even now I kind of don't want to watch them. It's Beetlejuice and Drop Dead Fred. The two of those were really creepy, and I watched them when I was quite young. I haven't seen either of them in a very long time, and I don't really have a desire to either. I saw the clip of Beetlejuice when they're in the waiting room and their faces change. I only saw that maybe a year ago, and that was really, really creepy. So I have no desire to watch the rest of it. And I know it's meant to be funny, but no. Creepy as hell. But yeah, when I was little I didn't scare easy at all. I mean, I read Point Horror and Goosebumps books when I was 8 or 9. That's all I would read. so I didn't scare easy. Anna asked what 3 things you would tell someone or advise someone to do before they die. I've been really struggling to come up with 3 things. The first, most obvious one is everyone has to read Harry Potter. I don't care if you've seen the movies, if you didn't like the movies, don't care. Read the bloody books. They're good. Read them all. There's no reason why you shouldn't have read these books. And everyone has to read them. You're missing out. God, guys. God. What are you doing with your life if you haven't read Harry Potter yet? Actually, I want to say that Anna's third suggestion, or third part of our answer, that you should find someone that accepts you for who you are and that you can always turn to and everything. That kind of, it made me choke up, and it's because the only people that I've ever had that with are you guys, the 4 of you. And it's weird how it all came about and how we kind of met or didn't meet for the longest time, and how we even after all this time we're still talking. And yeah, I just want to say that and be a bit mushy because I love you and I miss you. I need a second and third. Okay. Everyone should travel. Remember the first time I went to America, and I was thinking it's not going to be that different. I've seen it all on TV, you know, everyone speaks English anyway. But it was like an entire different world. It's weird how different 2 countries can be. Yes, we're on the opposite sides of the world, but just how culturally different places are. And I think everyone should experience at least one other place other than their own home, other than what they already know. And third one, you know, I hope Cody didn't say everyone has to read Harry Potter, because he probably did. I'll add on to that one, actually. If you're not going to read Harry Potter, read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, because even if you don't read Harry Potter, fine. I'm not retracting what I said, but if you read The Fault in Our Stars, then you're forgiven a little bit, kind of, maybe. Everyone has to read that book too. Yes. Anyway, number 3. Oh my god, I'll get there eventually. Sorry, I've got my laptop open and Anna's talking to me, and I told her I didn't have the answers to her question, and she said, you know, everyone should buy a spoon. Can I have that as my third answer? Yeah, read Harry Potter, travel the world, buy a spoon. What am I going to do? Because I won't have time to record tomorrow to answer your question. Okay, I'm going to answer your question in comments afterwards, once I finally get it. And instead I'm going to give you 2 questions from me. Yeah. And I'm going to answer them both. And you don't have to answer them both if you don't want to, or you can answer one or the other, or yeah, that's kind of all your options. Yeah. Anyway, first question is have you ever met a famous person? And who were they, and did they live up to your expectations? I've if you would call it meeting a famous person, you know, turning up at the Dublin movie premieres for Killing Bono and Deathly Hallows 2. Yeah, I met Robert Sheehan, who has the bluest eyes in the world. It's kind of weird. And he stares. It's creepy. But he was kind of exactly as you would imagine him. He's, yeah. Ben Barnes is short. Not, okay, he's not short, but he's a lot shorter than he was in my head. Which is, it's our fault, Sarah, it's your fault. But yeah, he claims to be 6'1" or something. He's not. He was my height or shorter even. Or maybe it was just because he's really skinny. He was really skinny when I saw him. And at the Deathly Hallows premiere, I met the Phelps twins, who are awesome. They're so sweet and lovely. And Ivana Lynch. And what's his name? Oh, Donald Gleason, yeah. Anyway, that kind of leads me on to my second question. I really didn't need a second question. I blabbed on long enough. But I said I was going to give you two. So, second question is what autographs or signatures of famous people-ish you have. And I meant the 6 people I mentioned already. I've got all of those. Some of them twice. And sorry, I don't mean to rub it in your face. Actually, I've got the Phelps twins autographs twice. Yep. And I have quite a few signed books. I have The Fault in Our Stars is signed. I had Stephanie Meyer's is it Meyer or Meyer? Meyer? Whatever. Hers. Eclipse, which was signed, and I sold that for like 15 quid. Nobody's interested in it anymore. And Room by Emma Donoghue, I think. Yeah, that's signed. Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. That's signed as well. I think those are actually my first signatures. Oh my god, I'm blabbing. I've got to stop. Okay, that's done.